Oh my.
I'm coming down with the case in the papers.
He's a Southern Belle.
You must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task. Order in the court!
Oh no, stop looking nervous. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. The fact is that the gun was in my hand. And the fact is, I killed him.
I am the head waiter at a Western style restaurant called La Carnival.
COVID! COVID!
Man, I might be dying.
It was Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village.
Big fan. I was gonna get her autograph.
Yeah, I wasn't there to see the professor. I was actually there for her autograph. I was hoping she would sign my boobies.
So the court has now heard a priestess of the case.
There's a priestess here?
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. The only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here.
The gasp.
Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Queen Elizabeth.
I appreciate that, thank you. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. We will kill you less.
You'll still
I
die,
call this-
but it'll be less.
Just less. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I should do, my love?
What do you mean? We're not in love.
I kind of don't like how his sword moved with his body, so it kind
Yeah,
of
that's why I keep watching.
My eyes are up here.
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence?
Oh,
Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual. About these penguins. You've said it, Professor. Mike said... Oh, you've said it, Professor.
Syntax.
You've said it. Professor Mike said it. And so has the voices in my head said it. And the judge. And the prosecution. And my mom. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. ...
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. And I know everything. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
I'll put
It's
something
all
in
about
your
me
face.
now.
Yeah, it's all about you. Your life's on the line.
You don't love me. If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary.
Dude.
Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you just going to give up on yourself like that? Imbecile. Oh, why do I love you? Battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryan.
Ah!
Whoa! Karate chop!
Karate chop. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses.
Whoa!
Point. Then we'll just see how decisive this evidence really is.
Oh, that's why you're a real manly man.
That's right. Ooh, look at me flex.
Ooh, that grumble.
Yeah, it
Dude,
sounds like a horror game.
Prosecutor Ouchie, please continue with the proceedings.
Why did another made this? Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless, I do declare. You'd already called me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
That's
I'm
weird.
feeling the devil in me right now. And I will go to church and pray this out.
Devil went
Cast him
down
out.
Georgia looking for a soul to steal.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. Forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
No.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Hop to it.
Oh,
Oh
it's
my
them.
God.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I forgot they were there.
I
They
love
look
it.
so different in 3D. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Whoa.
Who wants to be Nosa? I'm Nosa. I think I'm only Ryunosuke right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at that guy next to him. He's just like, oh, oh.
Yes, sir. The great
Ah!
the great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesa Nosa reporting for duty, sir.
Yes, sir, no, sir.
Yes.
His earlobes are so big.
I must be the old man.
Madison?
I'm trying to think of a voice.
Think Yoda.
Myself.
Yes.
We thought about it exactly the
Oh
same
my
time.
god. Yoda.
It's such a hard warm up, though. I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon. And conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District. Curio Korakuta, at your service.
I like yes and no, so still the
Oh,
name.
look.
Yes and no, sir.
An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
Hey, it's the 18th, 19th century. Get with the times.
Ah, we can be lovers.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
That's because we're in love. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I habitually take tea out of the most exquisite. I can't fucking keep that up. My heart races
it.
every time I have to do it.
I believe in you.
I feel like I'm gonna have a stroke.
It's good for you.
Yes.
The establishment in question. Always post noon. Damn.
Oh, you said it
Drunk
already.
Kelly. Yes. It might not sound like English, but I did say it. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
I can't
Oh, I'm
understand how we're
Me neither, Ryan.
At least it's canon.
Yeah, it's canon. He's Yoda.
He's an antique dealer.
And an antique.
And it sounds like he's a regular at Le Carnival. Mhm. As a peasant, he seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them, like the poor person he is. He obviously targets the Carnival because of its high-class restaurant with a rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir.
Yeah.
Just in my head.
Baby.
Wait. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. Sounded like a baby.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. Oh. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes. Thank
So
you,
you
Senpai.
shot him. Well,
No.
are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, in my pants. What?
Shoot him.
If I'm horny, I mean honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
Sir, yes. There's the other baby sound. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
He's actually just a short man sitting on top of a baby in a trench coat.
Yeah, it's like 5 babies.
Yeah.
One band.
And one tiny man at the top.
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon.
His face.
Oh, he's shaking. Oh. What the witnesses saw. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. As a baby, I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly weasel.
He was shot through the front.
I was on my hands and knees,
It's true.
investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
What are you talking about?
Right? Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw, oh God. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. There's a baby. That wicked
baby.
university cadet, sir. He's like kicking under the table. The baby.
Oh, he's got a knife.
Oh my god!
No.
He's gonna stab his
God.
face. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. This takes like a Doki Doki Literature Club turn. That'd be so funny.
What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day.
But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Ryan?
What the fuck,
Are you
Kazuma?
sure you didn't shoot someone?
I
You
didn't.
might have forgotten, like everything else.
No, I didn't. Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. I was like, this seems like a good idea to pick up and put my fingerprints on the gun that someone just killed with. After I said hello to the Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang!
Wow, that's a really nice frame.
So you did fucking shoot him.
If that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere.
Well, duh, Cosmo. God, you're such a fucking dumbass.
How dare you, sir. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimony, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. If it was
There is?
Ryan, you
What?
must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Before
My
I
right.
slay you like the pig you are.
Oh, the imagine.
Cross-dressing? Or examine?
Did you go to class? All right.
No.
Now
What?
you
What's-
learned shit.
Why am I wearing this uniform? That's weird.
What? My uniform. What? Just do it now.
Alright, take off your pants. Is that what you're talking about? No?
No, put that thing away.
Oh, sorry.
There is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. This is the strongest wooden fan I have ever held.
That is.
It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave
Yes!
duty.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't do anything. I didn't click anything.
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
Who's the emperor? I am the murderer. I mean the defense. Demands
Its right to party?
It's right to a cross-examination.
Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Huh? How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How could he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
I've watched enough RuPaul.
Objection!
Point. The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. You fucking old guy. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Oh, goal?
That's
Gorsh.
Bitch.
Kazuma is so commanding.
Know what they're doing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
All right. This is where the battle really begins, Ryan.
But I know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie.
You
Unless-
fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, but what
Unless you
soldier
shot-
are you talking about?
Oh my god.
I'm about to murder you.
What? What's happening?
Where am I?
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
What is evidency?
It's the right
Right.
evidence.
Evanescence, bring me to life.
Oh, not evanescence again. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying.
What's the witness? Oh, sorry.
Now let's go, Ryan. Don't let them beat you.
You beat
Like
me
I
later.
will later.
Okay, yeah.
Slap. It's like everything's been so demanding, and his slap is just like a.
All right then. It's all or nothing. Bitch. What the witnesses saw. Oh shit. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling viruses, particular military gentleman. At the precise moment, I fired, discharged, blah, 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 my own eyes.
Boom.
Yeah.
Lie.
Lie. What is it?
You're
Q?
a lawyer.
Press?
Q?
Press Q, yeah.
Yes!
Yes.
Back to me. No, that's not what we're focusing on.
What?
I think
Wait,
you just
did
have
we
to
have to-
present the postmortem.
Oh, present. Whoops. Ah. Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well. Cosimo, you're the murderer!
No, of course not. It couldn't be me.
It was you, you little weasel. You unloaded that
Wait.
firearm on that man.
Hit court record.
I would kill him
Stop.
with my sword. What are you talking about?
Stop with the... Can I...
You have to go back to the statement.
Yeah, I'll have to go back for now. We'll come back around to it.
What is it,
I think
Ryan?
it might be the picture as opposed to the statement.
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind. Maybe the thing that Hayley said
In that case,
and pointed out like 30 minutes ago.
check your thing. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back.
Whoa.
Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness face like I do my sword. In the
Alright, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
No!
You can do that with your sword just
You-
hanging out there.
They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh yeah.
what they do.
All right, I'll thrust it in their face and make him choke on it.
Do it.
I was sucking a dick while investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious.
Listen, Ryan. I have a confession to make. We know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
Will you expose yourself? I understand that. The question is, how?
I already did that. Like you said before. The key to this is using evidence that you've collected. You can determine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing the E button. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
An inconstanciasi.
When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other,
Dict?
present your your evidence with R and rip the witness apart
With what? Tell me.
with your teeth.
Okay.
You know. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given penalty. If you have too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. And no one
No.
wants that. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find the inconsistency with a witness's statement.
All right, I'll give it a try.
You can hear the witness's statements over and over and over and over again, as many times as you'd like.
Just like
You
last
don't
night.
do that. I would hate you. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner.
In life?
Yes,
You know it.
you know that's what I'm here
Oh! He's got a baby back there.
Oh.
See the
I want
rat?
my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want
That's
my
why his
baby
hands
back,
are behind
baby
his
back,
back.
baby back.
Yeah, he's got a what is that called? Swaddle.
Bjorn.
Swaddle.
Yeah, he's got a boo-boo. I was ingesting a regulation of
Chili's
beefsteak
baby
in the
back ribs.
restaurant. Blah blah blah. Yoda, 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 Yoda.
There we
Yoda.
go.
Blah blah blah. I did these actions with my own eyes.
Present.
Present there or present? Because we want to show them
Oh,
shot
yeah.
from the front, right?
Yeah.
Black fire. Okay, it's present.
I'm pretty sure it might be the picture.
It's the picture.
Oh yeah, that might be. Yes. Hi. Is this right? I have a question. Ugh.
Ooh.
What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache? Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes! Bitch! There's a clear inconsistency here. I like his look back. Like, he's looking at the desk and then he just like...
Yeah, it's like, Tisk. What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously. Duh. I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. Why?
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
This is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. Naruto now.
Yeah.
To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Kazuma? Nani?
What are you talking about?
Well, it's apparent from a single glance at a photographic print presented by the defense.
Oh, you dumb bastard. You know what you're talking about.
Point, but there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant, yes and no, sir.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
That statement you just made was this.
Do you guys know what his name means?
Yes, no.
No,
Yeah,
sir?
okay. I just heard it and I was like, oh my fucking god. Anyway, continue.
Mesanosa?
The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military grade eyes and mustache. Yes! But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because I said so. You stinky.
Take a closer look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. That is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
There's a baby, I told you. Oh, he's shoving the baby. What the hell?
Oh my god.
What is happening? Oh, Irma, ignore the baby that is strapped to my back. What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Probably made a dent in that infant's head.
Certainly, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment. Oh my god. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir.
What? Nani?
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Yes or No, sir, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
Oh, yes and no, sir. I was making a joke. I didn't realize this for sure.
We're all slowly getting it. Next, it'll be Alex.
I think
I
Alex is
already
the
got it.
first.
Oh, I have to remember that all of their names
it's-
are like a play on words.
That's
It's so good.
absurd.
I like ouchie. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom, little bitch.
Aw, like the baby. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
But
Perhaps someday my grandson will be one. But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. But I never fired. Oh, I'm getting his accent, but his voice. But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up the floor.
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? I don't know, I went German.
Sorry, my accent's rubbing off.
Oh.
Myself, I have already been quite clear.
Clear myself have been.
The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing? B-boy?
Hunting for treasure.
Oh.
Treasure.
Oh.
Whoa.
Indeed, the Hoy Erakoban, my prize coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket
Uh-huh.
a particular trinket of interest for my shop. Resident.
In the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you.
On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my OA treasure. Believed that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not. That was actually kind of Yoda. But
Yeah.
I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes, for the briefest
Okay.
of moments, it was there. No more. It simply vanished.
Having a stroke there, man?
The Cobon vanished.
Hunting around under the table, I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened.
You heard
That's
the
when the Fire Nation attacked.
You heard the gunshot, you
Indeed, I did. But I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest, you find the coin in the end.
No.
Hmm. I see.
That lamentable day, the precious Holy Coban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
The
Was
baby
not
has
so-
it.
It was not me.
As I am sure everyone present is aware. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Holy shit.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive, Judge. No matter how subservient our government feels, it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial now.
Right now, sorry.
Hmm.
I'm trying to do it quick so it's timed right with you guys. I think it's not.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is because I
really.
work in the morning.
Yeah, it's not
What
really.
is your position?
Huh? Oh.
What? Yeah.
So, worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate. Oh, the defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
I have no idea what that means.
Me neither.
Ugh.
All witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
Ugh.
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again.
Why is this the longest trial of my life?
Right?
You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation.
I'm trying to find
Is
a good
that
stopping
clear?
point.
Oh god. As clear as Kiriko class, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name? Aido. I don't know whose child this is.
I don't know.
I don't know, sir.
It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Oh yeah, it is. I don't know, sir. That's right. Because last name's Nosa.
And also, he can't afford a nanny, so he couldn't afford the coin.
Yeah.
Ah. Aito Inshun. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Blow,
Ew,
my son.
disgusting
Blow.
snot.
Blow.
Oh, I hate that.